Yo, what's good, everybody? So your boy is here. You feel me? A lot of people kept asking me like about the LLC, how you do certain things, and I'm like, okay, this is how you get it. So we're gonna dive right into it. We're not gonna play no games. All right. So inkfile.com. If you young, if you older, if you ain't never had an LLC and you want to know how to start your own business, you want to be legit. This is the way to go about it. So you can go to inkfile.com. Just click on launch my business. All right. You want to do that. Click on entity type, LLC, starting out. The S Corp and all that stuff you'll get to later in life once you start making a little more paper. But you LLC, you find your city or state, you click that and you just go through that process. All right. That's all you do. So let me just click on I'm gonna click on Colorado or something, right? Then they're gonna give you these prices. Normally I usually choose the one in the middle, but depending on what state you in, it may be a lot higher. All right, mine was like 250 something where I'm at in Oklahoma, but anywhere else, maybe it's cheaper or maybe a lot more. So that's how you would do that. They're gonna send you a big binder with all your information in it and stuff in about like a week and a half. So you'll have that. Boom, now you LLC, you verified. Second thing you want to work on doing is just building your personal credit. All right, if you don't know who to go to get your credit fixed, there's a link below. I'll give you all the information I got on all the people I use to do everything. I'm talking about I got the whole credit hub. They're gonna lace you with all the stuff you need. Is all the dope information. How I got to the went from 450 credit score to like the high 700s or whatever. All right, so then after that though, after you get your personal profile, all whipped and dipped, because you need it. You need your personal credit profile to be nice, right? After you do that, you're gonna have whatever business it is. You want to be working on that and have it for at least 6 months. All right. Hopefully, you somewhere in the range of $25,000. Potentially annual income. But even if you're not, you can still get business credit. But you definitely want to get your personal credit good. Have at least 3 to 4 credit cards that you use, but use them responsibly. Keep them under 30%. 10% is usually the sweet spot for the most part, but you always want to do that. All right. Now, when you get you some business credit does not show on your personal. Most people ask me, should I be a personal guarantee on the business credit side? For starting out, I would say yes. A lot of people tell you not to, but that process, they don't tell you that the process of not going the personal guarantee route is super hard. Like, it takes forever. It almost takes a year's time, and it just takes way too much time that people don't really got right now. You know what I'm saying? People trying to get to this money. So I would say go the personal guarantee route for at least probably a couple months, let that report, and then go ahead and apply for the business credit without the personal guarantee. It'll be a lot easier for you to do it that way. But as long as you are not going to default on any of your loans or any of your credit cards or nothing, then I don't see why, personal guarantee is a bad thing to me, because I know I'm responsible. So, but boom. All right. So the reason why you would want to have business credit, y'all, and the kind of business credit that you can get, right, starting out, especially if you are a business with a plan. Like I always say, if you got a business, you know exactly what you're trying to do. You can go straight in there. Apply online or wherever, depending on what the information that you put in, you're going to get anywhere a minimum $2,000, max $50,000. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people, with a brand new business in like 5-6 months get 50,000. You know what I'm saying? Because of the type of business they had and just the kind of stuff that they was able to, show so that, improve. So, on the high end, you can get anywhere between $225,000 off one card. I don't think that's too rare. That is rare. I guess that people go in there the first time and get $225,000. But what most people do is they'll apply at different banks. So you may get $10,000 one bank, go to another bank, get another 10, 20, 30,000 or whatever. You put all that together, and you got your pretty big lump sum of money. But like I said, always go in there with a plan on what you want to do. All right. So if your goal is to open up a boutique, if your goal is to start, a barbershop or a trucking business or something, you need that business credit popping. All right. So what places do I recommend you go to get business credit? All right. What places do I recommend? I'm always with the Chase 100%. They got a lot of great cards with a lot of great, reward systems and stuff like that. So anything you do with Chase on a personal order business, you can't lose, right? Like, and they really, great, but I think they do got a 524 rule, so you can only get like 5 cards in like within a 24-month span or something. They won't let you go past that. I believe that's what it is. And then the next one would be Bank of America. All right. So if you want a business account with them, you do need to wait till your EIN number has come in. My bad. But you can also get an EIN number for free on the IRS.gov website. So completely up to y'all how y'all want to do that. But whenever you do come to one of these sites, you can either apply online, but I recommend actually going to the bank if you have one where you are. If not, then you probably try to do it online or call in to get it set up. Usually sitting down with somebody is kind of a lot better, so you can ask the questions that you need. They can get all the information, all that kind of stuff, y'all. So, yeah. So once you got business credit or personal credit, either one, you know what I'm saying? I know people that got, $300,000-400,000 on their personal side, another, $400,000 or $500,000 on their business side. So they just credit rich. People look at credit as a bad thing. It's absolutely not. I don't know who they've been talking to. They must be broke, because all the people I hang around and talk to, they got money. That's all they use their credit. Like me, myself, I don't use nothing but my credit cards, and I use it to make me money. I do use it for fun things, but I make sure I got enough cash flow to cover that. But the reason why I use mine so much is because you get rewards and points and all that stuff. You can fly for free, all that kind of stuff, man. Get into NBA games for the low, for the free, all kind of stuff you could do. You just gotta know how to finesse. All right. So one thing that you could do with your credit cards at this point in time, y'all, make sure there's 0% interest credit cards. You do gotta pay those back 100%, but there's ways you could do that, But one thing you could do in this time that a lot of people don't talk about is buy stocks. Stocks market is shooting down, right, because of coronavirus. Peep this though. I got a Fidelity account. Fidelity is lit. You could do Fidelity. You could do Robinhood, stuff like that. But I use Fidelity because I like Fidelity and it's lit. And you can get index funds and all that kind of stuff. But I'll probably go over that in a different video. But peep this. MGM Grand is a resort that's in Las Vegas, right? And so we know everything was shut down. It just opened back up, but they're starting to shut stuff down again. Prices have been dropping. And so one of the highest spikes they had was like at $32, right? It dropped all the way down in March 18th because of the coronavirus down to $7. So I'm always looking at this kind of stuff, right? So what I always tell people, you need to have your long-term wealth. You need to have your short-term wealth. You know what I'm saying? And so my long-term wealth will be probably like stocks, real estate, stuff like that. Short term would be like Forex, affiliate marketing, stuff like that, YouTube that comes in on a monthly basis. So you need to have a variety of all of it. That way your money's spread out. You got money everywhere and you don't never have to put all your eggs in one basket. So what you could do is, watch for, stocks that are going super low and buy low, right, and sell high. So either you can hold long term, which I don't think would be a good idea because I honestly believe the market is going to crash really bad soon. I don't know when, but I know we are doomed. I know we are due for a market crash though. I just don't know when. So I mean, I would probably be getting in and out because I honestly believe we headed towards a one world currency. But we'll talk about that in another video. You did. But yeah. So you could buy low. Let's say you bought it $7 off your card. Let's say in the coming weeks, like it did, it spiked back up to around like $23. You know what I'm saying? And you would already had a little bit of extra money on top of your money. It's growing faster than the banks do. So that's always good, depending on how much you put in there. Because you might have bought a whole bunch at $7. You might have bought, 15 or 20 or 30 of them. You know what I'm saying? So you'd have been sitting on some pretty good money over the next couple of weeks when it shot back up. So that's always good. Another, you could always Google this stuff as well just to see, the kind of stock prices that were low. Like this one, for instance, Matthews International was it got down to like $17, shot back up to 40. That's a pretty good, amount that you could have got in at. Current price right now is at 18, so you could still potentially get in, things like that. So I'm always looking for stuff like that. But this money right here, like I said, this isn't money just that you looking to get you rich or nothing. This is just somewhere to invest part of your money that you have, maybe on the credit side or on your business side that you're doing, right? The goal is to always have a lot of cash flow, though. Cash flow is the money that you have left over after you pay all your bills. All right, so you want to make sure that you are creating multiple streams of income, multiple businesses. That way you always have extra money after you pay your bills, right? Don't increase your expenses, meaning don't increase the money that don't increase your liabilities, basically, with buying more stuff because you're making more money. Always try to keep your expenses low, and then you just keep bringing that money in, and eventually your assets will take care of the liabilities. All right, so that's just a little tip, you dig? But this is the kind of stuff that you can do and buy. I'm talking about you can be buying, look at this one, it got down to like $8, rolls back up to 30. You know what I'm saying? For the week high, current price right now is so it's still here. The current price is still here. All right, so you could be able to get in on this. All right, I got in on a lot of them as well on my portfolio, which is lit. I be killing on all of it. Like, I got so many streams of income, it's ridiculous, y'all. And I be finessing my credit forever. I've been doing that forever. Like, people will be like, "Oh, credit's bad. You gotta pay the dud. You gotta pay it back, bro." But if you know how to finesse, you will never go broke, ever. You know what I'm saying? They should never taught me about credit because I didn't finesse the whole game. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. Peep this. All right, so let me see. Boom. All right, so check this out, y'all. This is Jot Form, but I'm gonna tell you what I would do with this. All right, so this is another way you can finesse your credit. All right, so let's say you do got a 0% interest credit card. All right, 0% interest, meaning maybe it's for like 12 months, 24 months, however, because I got one I think for like 14, 18 months, something crazy like that. But let's say you had a 0% interest credit card, right? You know people that need money. It's a lot of people that have bad credit. It's a lot of people that's always doing payday loans. They're trying to get loans to do this and that. First and foremost, you definitely want to make sure somebody got a good track record, you know what I'm saying, of being able to pay stuff back, who may be struggling, who need like $2,000 or $3,000 loan or something like that, or $1,000, $500. You can act as the bank. So what you would do is you would come to Jot Form, you'll come down. You could just type in contract, or you just come down and just find you something that, let me see, let me click on contract, here we go. So you would just come down and find you something that you can use. Boom. So let's say I use something like this, right? This is absolutely free, by the way, Jot Form is. So you can come here, customize this whole form. So if I click customize, you could do it. And then you can have a where they would have to sign, they would have to agree, and they would have to sign. Right, so basically you will be lending money to them, right, from your card. All right, now peep this. You're gonna be acting as the bank because now you're a walking bank. My bad, I didn't drop my thing. But you'll be acting as the bank because you'll be a walking bank at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll have, let's say you got like 5, 6, 7 cards. You got high limits on them. Most of them 0% interest, so you would only use your 0% interest ones. And let's say somebody needed some money, they track record. Now you would only do this with people that got a good track record of paying stuff back. Maybe they may need to buy something, or they may need to invest in something, right? So you act as the bank, right? You could take, let's say like you took $1,000 to $2,000 off your credit card. Boom, you gave it them. But before then, you wrote this contract out, right? The contract can say anything like, hey, such and such agrees to do this. Or have this paid back in a certain amount of time. You write out how much interest you're gonna charge them, just like the bank do. So you can go, 4% interest, 5% interest, on up, or however you want to do it. And then you make sure you write those numbers out and say, okay, this is what your monthly payment is gonna be back to me on the interest portion, right? And then whenever they pay the interest, you'll get that each month, right? Plus you'll get the money that you lent them out back once they make whatever investment or whatever move they're gonna make. You're gonna make that back. So not only are you making monthly residual payments, every month you getting monthly residual payments, you still gonna make your $2,000 back, right? And what you want to do, what you want to make sure you do is in the contract, you want to tie some type of tangible asset to it. For instance, let's say they using that $2,000 to buy a used car, right? They're using the 2,000 to buy a used car because they're going to, you know, put a little work into it and resell it, right? You want to tie that. You want to say, okay, I'll give you the 2,000 to get the car, but if you don't pay me back, I get that car. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't pay me back by this amount of time, I get that car, right? So that way, if they didn't pay you back, you get that car that you can now resell or do whatever, hook it up and resell it, and then you got the asset. So you can write that whole thing up, have them sign, boom. Now you're a walking bank. Now when people need money, you can now lend them. Now you don't have to lend big amounts. You can lend small amounts, 500, 1,000, 2,000. Yeah, 2,000 could be your max if you want, or you can go higher depending on your cash flow and how fast you will be able to pay that back by yourself. If they weren't able to pay you back, but you got the asset or whatever it is tied to it. So that's what you can do, right? Now, same thing with real estate, guys. Now, this right here is what me and my wife are doing, being private money lenders. We were going to get into the real estate side as far as like buying, holding, and moving people in and having them rented out. But instead of us, you know, hiring people and throwing out a lot of extra money to have contractors fix on the house, and we got to be landlords and run over there every 5 minutes and all that kind of stuff. You know, we didn't want to go through the whole property management stuff and all that. We wanted to get to the easier side of real estate. So since we got money, this is what you're able to do. You're able to become a private money lender or hard money lender, but I think we're going to try to do, you know, private money, right? This is what you're able to do. You're able to, let's say, let me see if I can find something right here. So I'll just use this, right? Let's say somebody came to us, right? And they like, yo, I want to invest in this property. Let's say they had a good track record. They already did about 2 deals. They got a good track record that they can show you, you know, something simple like that. They're like, yo, I need, you know, at least, you know, 30 to, well, maybe, let's say they need like 40 grand. I need like 40 grand, right? They're going to use some to buy the property. They're going to use the other to get it fixed up and movable, right? And then they're going to flip it, right? They're going to basically buy it, flip it, and sell it. They don't want to move nobody in there. They just want to fix and flip, right? So same rules apply. You get your contract together and you like, yo, okay, here's the contract. If you don't pay me back, I get this house. You know what I'm saying? So in the event that they don't, if they're not able to pay this back, you get the whole property. You know what I'm saying? So that way it's a win-win for you. Either way, you're going to get your money back. Because not only if they didn't pay you back, you would get the house. You can always resell it, get your money back and some, especially if it already got equity in the house. You know what I'm saying? So those are the kind of things that you could do. There's a lot more to go into that. If you're confused, you should be, because a lot of stuff they didn't tell us. You know what I'm saying? But that's the kind of stuff you can do, though, when you have the bread to do it. And so, which leads me to Forex, y'all. If y'all are doing Forex, like I always told y'all, let that be a vehicle. Don't try to use it to get rich and make millions. Use it to make money, and then use that money to invest in other things and keep investing in other things that's going to make you more money, right? Whether that be, you know, like I said, a boutique, a barbershop, or, you know, clothing stores, anything, restaurants, however y'all want to do it. It's so much money to be made out here. But like I'm telling y'all, y'all can become a walking bank if you get your credit right, or if, you know, you just find multiple streams of income. Keep your expenses low. You know, just because you got a lot of money don't mean you got to spend a lot. You know, live below your means for a little bit, delay gratification, stack that bread, come up with, you know, more plans to make more money, and you good. I'm telling you. So you can, you know, become the lender and not the borrower. You know what I'm saying? Or you can borrow to become the lender. So it's just however you want to do it. But yeah, man, that's how you can finesse your way through life, y'all. And hopefully this video helped you. If you got questions or concerns, if you need your credit fixed, man, just click the link below. Give you all the resources that I got. And yeah, we're gonna get to it. Peace.